It's Christmas time. And across the UK, our towns, cities and parks are dazzling and sparkling. Magical and spectacular lights making us all feel festive.
There's nothing else like it. So magical.
But behind the scenes, there's an army of Santa's elves.
One down, Dave. Thousands to go yet, though, mate.
Who work all year round to bring us these incredible illuminations.
Wow, these are amazing though, look at this.
From 20-foot bears on high street stores.
We hope they don't go flying down the street.
Gigantic lanterns at a grand country estate.
This is going to be taller than Longleat House. What could go wrong?
And modern metal trees in a beautiful botanical garden.
The majesty of them is quite spectacular.
And each year, it's a battle against time.
See something by 4? I don't know.
We don't want a Christmas with an unlit bum.
Hopefully, he can start that Christmas countdown for us.
These are the stories of the teams tasked with...
Here it comes.
Merry Christmas!
lighting up Christmas. Blackpool, home to the greatest free light show in the world. Over 1 million bulbs illuminate the town's Golden Mile from September. But when you put up lights on a scale like this, just how do you make Christmas shine? Well, it calls for a very special visitor. And the man coming to town to make Christmas bigger is the Lord of Lavish himself. Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen has been working on the illuminations for the past 15 years.
The illuminations are unbelievably iconic. They are obviously a big slice of Britain's seaside history. Everywhere takes inspiration from what Blackpool started doing in the 1880s, which is basically using electric light to bring that sense of, you know, fun and enjoyment into the months that start getting darker and darker and darker.
Today, Lawrence is braving the good old British weather to meet illuminations manager Richard.
I knew I'd find you on Pop Over.
To discuss plans for their Christmas by the Sea spectacle.
But of course, the big thing is, what are we going to do for Christmas? Because I mean, it's you know, Christmas doesn't really come with classy, does it? I remember one year trying to convince the children that we should have a minimalist Christmas tree with like jute bows and little kind of galvanised steel pails. They were absolutely appalled. It's just like, no, Christmas is about sparkle and light. What we're going to be doing is focusing all of our Christmas loveliness at the bottom of the tower. It's very much the epicentre of the Blackpool Illuminations, and find a way of bringing Christmas to an already illuminated Blackpool.
And that means doing something a little different. A light installation called Odyssey, which is made up of 6 fantasy sea monsters. At over 30 feet tall and made up of over 32 tons of steel and concrete, it will also project images of real sea creatures onto the floor. It's all about connecting the land with the sea. But Lawrence wants more.
What I'm wondering is a Christmas projection show. Why don't we just have like perpetual snowfall lights on the tower?
Yeah, we could do that. Would you like it to settle on the windows and things, like it's building up?
I mean, yeah, we could. That really kind of sets the scene. That's the scenery. And that gives us a really powerful seasonal backdrop.
Lawrence's vision is to project a magical light show on the tower itself, involving lasers and animation. But with a new idea thrown into the mix and just 3 weeks until switch on, will Lawrence's laser show get the green light?
Oh my God, Christmas.
From the North's most famous seaside town to some of the most famous gardens in the world. This is Kew Gardens. In southwest London, it's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of city life. There are over 300 acres of stunning woodland and gardens and is home to 17,000 species of plants. And this year will be the 10-year anniversary of their festive light show.
Christmas at Kew really started at a time when it was needed financially. We were looking for solutions. It was at a time when finances were bad, government cuts that were in place. And the gardens are traditionally very quiet in winter, and we hit on Christmas at Kew.
Over the past 10 years, Kew's lighting displays have blown visitors away, with stunning light trails involving a magical journey of nearly 3 kilometres across the site. Artists are drafted in to create the installations, and this year is no different, with over 20 involved. Today, Dara is meeting with the head of tree collections, Kevin, to chat through some new plans to make this year even better.
So this is projection floor. It's going to be fabulous audiovisual immersive installation, the whole floor flooded with illustrations running 30, 40 metres down here.
Projection floor promises to be a truly magical experience. Along the Holly Walk, there will be 8 different projectors flooding the pathway with a carpet of animation depicting the flora and fauna across our 4 seasons.
The length that you're going to get here on Holly Walk is going to be quite spectacular.
Yeah, it's going to look quite breathtaking, especially as you come down the walk.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Really, I think very exciting. We have these wonderful installations from fabulous artists and wonderful companies that we work with, but we also put a lot of thought into the actual collection itself. So when you're traversing between each installation, you're seeing the natural living collection lit up, and just to see the magic and the majesty of them is quite spectacular. So we're coming up to the pixel tree on the vista. Pixelated, multicoloured, very, very large, dynamic, amazing Christmas tree.
The Pixel Tree is another new installation and has an almost 40-foot tall metal trunk lit up with almost 20,000 LEDs, creating a truly magical glow. It is vital that it's anchored into the ground with 3-foot stakes to keep it secure.
Because of the root spread, we're going to have to be careful where we put the piles. We don't want to damage any tree roots.
Yep.
And also the installation, are they closing the path?
For the build?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fine. Okay, yeah. Be interesting?
It will. Be beautiful though.
Okay.
With the new plans in place, it's now down to the artists and gardeners to make Kew's 10th anniversary shine. Next stop on our magical light show of Britain, we're heading to the West Country, where plans are afoot for one of the UK's most ambitious Christmas displays. This is Longleat. A stately home, country estate and safari park that sits on 10,000 acres of land. They always bring out the big guns at Christmas. Previous years have already seen a team from China make spectacular lanterns made from steel frames, wrapped in silk and lit from the inside with a myriad of LEDs. Dragons, gods and monsters have thrilled the crowds. And this year they're back again, but this time they've been tasked with bringing to life a very British theme. Designers are already working to build a collection themed around iconic children's books. It's all based on the famous stories of children's author Roald Dahl.
So, BFG, Giant Country.
Today, event manager Daisy is meeting site manager Steph to chat through the design ideas.
There's going to be 3 giants. If you see sort of the tree line, we're going to be about 2/3. So thinking for the main giant standing, we've got 1 giant which we want to sit at 10 metres, and that will be facing out towards the main square.
There will be 3 main giants sat on a piece of land next to the house. Each giant will be 32 feet tall with a frame made of steel and wrapped in silk.
The 2 standing giants, they will need a crane. So we'll be looking at creating their base locations, and then on the crane day that we organise, we'll get those lifted onto position for the 2 bases.
OK.
Next on the plans is the most famous chocolate factory in the world.
So just over here is going to be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So looking at a bit of a plan view first, we're going to create a complete scene within itself and a complete pathway that actually allows the guests to walk around the chocolate factory and through the scenes.
The chocolate factory will sit to the side of Longleat House and will be 84 feet tall.
This is going to be taller than Longleat House. This is going to be one of the most significant installs with the crane. It will be the biggest lantern we've ever done.
But as well as lighting the house and gardens, there are also plans for the lake.
So coming to other side of the house now, we have James and the Giant Peach, a giant peach, obviously floating on the lake.
An almost 3-ton peach, surrounded by lit-up sharks and seagulls, will be placed on a pontoon floating on the Lake of Longleat. But there is a slight issue. Danger is lurking.
Here in the lake we have sea lions, and Africa's most dangerous animal are 2 Ugandan hippos. We need to keep them safe. Number 1 priority is making sure that the animals are safe, making sure they don't get too close to the equipment and there's nothing that they can hurt themselves on. The other side of it is also keeping the team safe in their risk assessments. I bet they never thought they'd have to write one for working with hippos here in the UK, so that's really important as well.
But the hippos don't come down this far, right?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
The hippos can go straight down all the way and wherever they want to go, free-range hippos.
OK. I've not done a pontoon with hippos before.
Yes, our most deadly animal in the park.
Great. Can't wait.
Welcome back to our magical tour of Britain's Christmas light shows. And one place you're sure to see Christmas lights every year is in the shops. Up in Edinburgh, they've gone all out with stunning sparkly displays to give some Christmas cheer. In the UK, we spend around £26 billion on Christmas each year. So it's no wonder the retailers go all out to make their customers feel festive. And now, a hop, skip and a sleigh ride away to another UK capital, London, where one shop synonymous with Christmas is decking the halls.
I think if it can go here, that would be great.
Sian is the person in charge of the vivacious visuals.
Christmas within the retail world is hugely important. It's the biggest time of the year for retailers and it's incredibly important. But it's also where we can really bring customers back into stores and bring that joy and magic to a customer's life, which is what I remember when I was a child. Coming up, seeing the lights, being really enthralled and wowed by the magic of Christmas.
The in-store elves are following meticulous Christmas design plans to create a winter wonderland indoors.
The design process, it's lengthy. It's roughly just over a year.
And this year, there is a special visitor.
For this year, for Christmas for John Lewis, we bring you Lewis the Bear. We felt that the teddy bear brings so much joy to both young children and adults alike and really triggers those nostalgic moments within your memories.
Lewis is everywhere, from hanging out in trees to windows. And now he's going to be scaling the store. At the Oxford Street shop, a team more adept at climbing mountains are rigging 20-foot teddy bears to the building using steel cables.
Needless to say, it's pretty challenging suspending enormous bears to the exterior of a store. So we call on experts within the industry, ensuring that everything is done really safely to make sure they don't go away flying down the street.
Each bear has to be clipped to the store at 5 different points. And once complete, it's hoped they will wow the Oxford Street shoppers. Now we're dropping in on Chessington World of Adventures resort, just on the edge of London. This 200-acre site has a theme park, hotels, and a zoo. And even though they close for winter in October, they make a special effort to deck the halls at Christmas.
So I'm thinking penguins just in this rockery here in front of Sea Life.
In charge of lighting up Christmas here is entertainment boss Claire and the head of all things creative, Molly.
In terms of then the levelling it out, obviously it's on shelves, how are you going to do that so it doesn't look on the wonk?
Just have to grade it. Shovel.
Okay.
Manpower.
Yeah, okay.
So this is my first year doing Christmas. I kind of saw the tail end of last year. So I've got like a taster of what it's meant to be. But this is the year where it's all on me and directing the team. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Chessington have a reuse and recycle approach when it comes to their lights. But unfortunately, as we all know when we get our old lights out of the loft...
Working.
Snowflakes?
No, unfortunately, they don't work anymore.
And definitely not savable and or
No, we've
reusable?
looked.
Fine, okay.
But the team are hoping for better luck with a temperamental old favourite, the Christmas rhino.
So who actually knows how this goes together?
Today, the guys are installing one of our major light pieces.
It'll be fine. It'll all come together somehow.
Last year, the rhino's bum didn't work. So I'm really hoping, because I don't know anything about electricals, it'll just be smooth sailing.
3, 2, 1. What's not on?
Oh, no.
What's happening?
We've got a bit of a problem.
Right.
Sorry, a couple of the lights are broken.
Well, the rhino's bum has failed us once again. So I'm really hoping the electricians will pull through because we don't want a Christmas with an unlit bum.
It's always the rhino's bum, and I don't know why, but yeah, always the bum.
Cheeky.
Which one of you lot didn't plug these in? You ready? Eh?
Now it's just a matter of checking every bulb. That could take a while. And from one fake animal to some very real ones, as thoughts in the zoo area of Chessington turn to the big switch on. But forget about D-list celebs or Strictly dancers. The real stars of this show are going to be the animals themselves.
You're going to touch? Bluebell.
The audition starts now. But have they got the skills to light up Christmas?
You're going to touch it? Or not? OK.
First, Alison is training Bluebell to switch the lights on with her nose.
Coming over? Can you touch the target? Yeah, it's going to take a little while.
Oh dear. Next up, hoping to land on the light switch, is Encore the owl.
So it's really quite exciting if we can get him to land on things rather than just people. So hopefully, if we can get him trained to come and land on a buzzer, he can start that Christmas countdown for us. Oh, nearly. It's a good job he's cute.
Finally, it's Olga's turn.
Here you go. Where's your chicken? Where is it?
Adam is trying to train the big cat to hit the button with its huge paw.
So we have a box outside in the enclosure today, which has a chicken inside for Olga, one of our female Amma tigers. There we go. She's finally found it.
They say never work with children or animals, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, if you thought children and animals were tricky, how about Lawrence, the flamboyant designer with big ambitions?
All around the comedy carpet, I want to keep the colour palette really quite tight.
He's in Blackpool to use his silver tongue to convince the team to make his ambitious Christmas light show plans a reality.
So this is the idea, right? To do like a perpetual snow flurry on the face of the building.
But even better, the snow starting at the top
Yeah,
of
well,
the tower and coming... Oh, sorry.
St. Richard's. It's my idea. Yeah, no, so the snow comes down from the tower.
He also has ideas about the colour scheme.
Christmas doesn't need to be kind of red and green and, you know, the really quite traditional thing.
obvious colours.
The obvious colours.
Yeah.
Oh, I've fallen out with green. Green. I want that kind of lilac, blue, pink colour palette. Then we integrate Odyssey as well. So Odyssey doesn't feel like a kind of like a weird add-on.
I've got the $1 million question for you, Em. How doable does that sound?
Sorry, was
for
that
you?
$1 million budget? So what was that?
Unfortunately not. No.
Oh, look, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like 1:45 now, maybe 4 o'clock? See something by 4? I don't know, you know.
So a bit apprehensive on the current schedule we've got going. Usually shows of this scale can take upwards of maybe 4 to 5 months to make. So a little bit last minute.
So Lawrence has laid down the gauntlet and the team don't have long to pull it off. But here, it's not just about lighting up Blackpool. The team are also responsible for lighting up 4 major towns across the northwest. First up, it's Chorley.
Hot rain again, just as we get started.
It's 10 o'clock and the 2 night owls responsible for lighting up the dark are Harry and Dave.
Go on, Dave, you're doing great there. We've got all that.
Don't you, are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Every single lamppost in Chorley town centre has its own bespoke light.
Plug it in, Dave, see if we can get a bit of light on it. Bingo! Beginning of Christmas now. One down, Dave. Thousands to go yet, though, mate.
Next mission is to brighten up Chorley High Street.
The idea is he'll zigzag all the way down this street. I think it's about half a mile. He's got a lot of tie wrapping to do there.
And after 2 long nights' work, they have put up over 800 metres of lights, which they now have to check.
We're doing a switch on. 3, 2, 1. There you light up my life, Dave.
Magic, mate, magic.
But their work is far from finished.
We've got Lancaster lights to do, Morecambe Christmas lights to do, Lytham Christmas lights to do, and finally, at the end of the day, we get back to Blackpool's Christmas lights to do. So, yeah, we've got a busy few weeks ahead of us.
Welcome back to Lighting Up Christmas. Down in the southwest of England at Longleat, work on their Roald Dahl theme display is picking up pace.
Yeah, don't go beyond here.
And for site manager Steph, it's a very big day ahead.
It's crane day.
So we are lifting some of our larger lanterns into position.
First to go up are the giants.
What could go wrong? Could drop a lantern.
But we won't.
Once you get over the fear that they are not going to hit it into another lantern, it's pretty spectacular watching them go from lying down to standing 10 metres high above everybody.
Bullseye!
Meanwhile, the biggest exhibit, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, is being swung into place, and at a whopping 84 feet, it's taller than Longleat House itself.
The last lantern part that we'll be moving for this final scene is the big striped chimney. And that is one of the more heavy lanterns, and it's also being lifted the highest.
And despite a few early wobbles, the crane driver expertly manoeuvres the 1-ton chimney into position.
are a few hairy moments where they went a little bit close to the building, but the guys did an amazing job, and yeah, really pleased with how it went.
Next on the Christmas to-do list is James and the Giant Peach, which needs to float on a pontoon in the middle of the Hippo's lake. To stop the lake's residents wandering up, the team have installed a barrier in the water.
The last thing that we want for the lantern team is 2.5-ton hippos wandering up and checking out what they're doing.
But Steph is still proceeding with caution.
Go for lantern 1.
Yeah, I can't see any hippo activity near your position. I think you're probably good to go. I'm just going to go around the lake a bit brekkie anyway.
They've said that the hippo's over there, so we're good to go on.
The giant task of installing the Giant Peach can now begin.
I think I can now add on to my CV supervising a giant peach being installed into a hippo enclosure.
A sleigh ride away from Longleat, and we're back in the stunning Kew Gardens. Artists Novak have been working hard to create the Four Seasons animation to project onto the Holly Walk. And Head of Event Operations Dara is overseeing the installation of the incredible structure, the Pixel Tree, which now has a new home.
Well, in the later stages of planning, when we're doing final checks and we're looking at the actual installations themselves, we realised that there would be a slight light bleed between two installations. So we moved it to this side of the trail, where it's in a fabulous location to be one of the last things that people see.
In charge of the installation is Nick, who designed and helped build this incredible piece of art. It's a 40-foot-tall aluminium Christmas tree with a cascade of LED lights.
We need to build the base first of all, make sure that's all level and ready. We're just kind of really hoping that the weather holds out because the forecast isn't very good, so we'll see.
But no sooner has Nick spoken when the heavens open.
Loving the weather. My request for a dry day. Oh well.
But Christmas can't wait for the rain to go away.
This rain will make the tree grow.
Amazing.
The base is anchored into place just in time for Dara to check on progress.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey, Dara.
Hi, Nick. How's it going?
Really good, yeah.
New location all working out good?
Yeah, really great.
Good.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah, good.
And the sun's come out.
And the sun's come out, yeah. Yeah, for a few minutes anyway.
Next is the really clever piece of engineering.
Switch on.
The mast, or tree trunk, is raised using an air compressor. As it rises, it pulls the LED lights up and into place.
Raising the mast is always a little bit nerve-wracking because until all of the LED strings are taut, it's just a great big mast that's kind of out in the open.
Finally, at a height of nearly 40 feet, the Pixel Tree is standing proud.
It's all gone really, really well. We're really pleased about it and its location. I'm sure you can see that exactly what we wanted. You can see the environment through the tree. And when we turn the LEDs on at night, that's when it will look magic.
In Blackpool, the big switch on is also looming. After months inside the factory, the fantasy sea creature Odyssey is onto the promenade. And after nearly 2 months of lighting up a stack of northwest towns, Harry and Dave are here for the installation too.
Not looking all right?
Yeah, looking mint, that. All I want for Christmas is you, Dave.
It's the final push to get everything ready for the big day.
Today's really the last day of the installation of the Christmas by the Sea. Putting the final bits to Odyssey. How's that now, Dave?
Happy days on here, my mate. The colours are lovely.
Further down the promenade, they're installing an ice rink, and the baubles are looking a bit better than what they were a couple of weeks ago. So,
yeah, it's looking a lot more like Christmas. Great.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Done a good job on that, Dave.
Cheers, mate.
Somewhere else that is beginning to look a lot like Christmas is London. On the world's most famous shopping streets, the Christmas lights are sparkling. On Oxford Street, there are 5,000 stunningly illuminated stars crisscrossing between the shops. But perhaps the biggest head-turner of all are 3 giant bears that are now climbing the 7-floor John Lewis store.
This year we've got an exterior light curtain, completely beautiful. It spans 12 metres high by 70 metres wide, and it contains 76,000 LED bulbs. And it really lights up and pinpoints us on Oxford Street. So that, combined with the 3 bears, just looks really beautiful.
Tis the season to be jolly, and in Chessington, although both Encore the Owl and Olga the Tiger have succeeded in hitting the button, it's been decided that Bluebell the reindeer will have the pressure of doing the switch-on live tonight. But it's been a tough week for Santa's sacred animal.
So we've been doing lots of training with Bluebell this week, and it's been going really well. But we came to the nighttime training, so getting her used to go out in the dark, and we found that she was a little bit scared. Hopefully she's going to press the button. I'm nervous for her, and I'm sure she'll have a few little stage nerves.
I suppose even Rudolph has a night light.
You should never work with children and animals, because this has been so stressful. But if Bluebell can't do it, I've got some reindeer antlers. I'm willing to give it a go.
With the deer reined in, across the park all the decorations and lights are in place. But will the temperamental rhino play ball?
So I've been told that the rhino's bum is fixed, but I'm just praying. I'm praying it all comes together and we'll have a magical switch on.
But now it's all out of their hands. The crowds are arriving. And for Claire, there's added pressure with family arriving for the big night.
Are you excited? Yes. All the lights are going to turn on. I've got my niece Sophia coming. She's come every year. She's 4 years old. She's come every Christmas so far. So I'm really excited for her to come and see it. However, she's definitely my biggest critic, so she'll tell me if she doesn't like it.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chessington World of Adventures Winter's Tale. So, counting down, 10, 9...
Can Bluebell deliver,
7,
or will the dark get the better of her?
4, 3, 2, 1...
Good girl.
Bluebell did it. Well, who said never work with animals?
Bluebell did amazing. We're so proud of her. She faced her fears of the dark. She booped the button. The lights came on. It was fantastic. I'm really pleased.
The Christmas tree is sparkling and there's happy faces lit up all around the park.
We've done the light switch on and everything works, including the rhino's bum. So I'm relieved we can relax and enjoy the evening now.
But will Claire's niece, Sophia, be a fan?
How many lights do you think are on that rhino?
50-20.
50-20. Good number.
From a walk in the winter wonderland to the elves' cookie kitchen.
Would you guys like to help me?
And even a ride on a carousel.
So giddy up. What did you think? Was it good? Good or bad? Good. High five? Yes! This last week has been crazy. It's been long days, everyone's pulled together and it's been amazing and everyone's having a really good time. There's just lots of really happy faces, which is what we do it for.
Welcome back to Lighting Up Christmas, where all around the UK, shops, streets and parks are beginning to dazzle as they turn on their lights. And now it's Kew's turn to join the party. The lights are on, the gates are open, and the crowds are beginning to flood in. A year in the making, visitors are about to get their first glimpse of Christmas at Kew.
Super excited is the best way to describe it. I feel like just before you have a party and your guests arrive at the door, it's our 10th anniversary, so it's super special.
This awe-inspiring light trail includes over 20 artistic installations. And over on Holly Walk, the garden's newest feature is shining bright. 8 projectors are flooding the pathway with a carpet of animation depicting the flora and fauna of our 4 seasons.
Oh, brilliant. You've got the water lily. I want to stand in the middle of the water lily.
The visitors include Cam and his wife Bee, who have been so captivated by Kew that they never miss a Christmas light show.
It's really quite amazing that the details the artists managed to capture.
Yes, we even have all the little ants on the floor. It's really incredible.
Christmas is coming, so the light is so beautiful.
Yes, yes, and you even have the Christmas presents as well.
Of course.
The journey continues through glowing tunnels and past trees illuminated with over 1 million lights. Even the majestic Palm House has its own awe-inspiring light show.
And it's so wonderful to see Palm House all lit up in beautiful festive light.
And to round off their walk, there's a moment of wonder for Cam and Bee.
Isn't it amazing, Bee? Yes. It's like a waterfall of sparkling light watering the tree. It's fascinating.
The 19,400 LEDs on the pixel tree are now seen in their full glory.
It's so colourful and festive. It's really beautiful. But it's so nice as we go more and more into the virtual world to see a tree in a different way.
Yes, very grand, joyous, and very cheerful way to end the day.
That is what Christmas is all about.
An amazing reaction here this evening. It's been absolutely wonderful seeing people interact with all the installations. It's been just wonderful for people to be able to experience it the way that it was designed to be experienced.
From famous gardens to an iconic seaside town. It's the fun festive launch in Blackpool. The illuminations in Blackpool have been sparkling for weeks. And tonight is the night that Christmas by the Sea gets its chance to shine. In front of the iconic tower, the baubles are twinkling, the ice rink is glistening, and the fairground rides are whizzing. And at the heart of it all is Odyssey. The 6 fantasy monsters, standing over 30 feet, projects images of sea creatures for the visitors to interact with.
Wow. What I love is the fact that they're quite jolly. I was worried to begin with that they might be a bit sort of imposing, a bit scary, but actually, I mean, he's a bundle of laughs. Look at him. These are amazing, though. Look at this.
Illumination creatives Richard and Lawrence are having their senses smashed by this brand new installation.
Odyssey is quite spectacular. I mean, most people are sort of just wandering into it thinking, what part of Christmas is this? Tell me you can see these. It's not just me, is it? When did the sea creatures come to the crib, bringing gold, frankincense and myrrh?
So you can see how they interact with us, and they're chasing us now if we wander around. Look, there we go. That's brilliant.
Don't, whatever you do the show if you've just had mind-altering drugs. So unbelievably not the sort of thing you'd expect to see right outside the Tower Ballroom, and I absolutely love it for that.
Now artist Emma's animation will have Lawrence judging whether she gets onto the naughty or nice list.
Obviously, I had a very strong vision in terms of the colours of Christmas.
There was a bit of a blip along the way where there were a few greens and reds that snuck in there, but we resolved the issues.
I knew I could rely on you because, I mean, the one thing I hate the most about Christmas is that kind of red and green. It gives me tinselitis.
I remember you saying you were clearly off
It gives me tinselitis.
Sorry.
As Lawrence waits for his ho, ho, horrible pun to land, it's now time for the countdown.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here it comes.
The light show projected on the tower gives a taste of all things Christmas.
That looks really nice. That really does look good.
You've done an amazing job, Emma. It's brilliant.
I kind of added this bit in a bit last minute. It's supposed to be like a kind of disco ball.
And a glitter ball.
Yeah?
Does Strictly know that?
Lawrence and Richard are over the moon with the results.
There's not really space in this town for subtlety. And I think that's one of the reasons that I love it to death. This feels like Blackpool at Christmas. It doesn't feel like, you know, fake kind of, you know, Austria or Vienna or Lapland. This does actually feel like Blackpool, you know, kicking off its heels, taking its bra off and having a good old Christmas knees up.
And installer Harry has joined the knees up too.
Merry Christmas!
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I did that. I'm proud. Done a good job this year. We've had 8 weeks of hard work in the rain and the cold at night. Yeah, we've got there. Merry Christmas.
With Christmas cheer in the air, it's time for a festive toast.
Emma, well done.
Well done.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
It's my first mulled wine of the season. That's definitely the taste of Christmas.
Yes.
Sprouts and disappointment.
And with the most famous seaside town shining bright, we are almost at the end of our magical Christmas Illuminations tour. There's just one light show left to visit. And it's a biggie. We are back to the West Country with Longleat.
Today is the big switch on, the day we've been waiting for. It is the Festival of Light launch, and the countdown is finally here.
For event manager Daisy, there's not much time to make those last-minute touches to their Roald Dahl-themed light trail, which has been 3 years in the making.
I'm feeling extremely excited, very, very nervous, but only because I want everything to go perfectly, and it's the first day that the public are finally going to be able to see the lanterns that have been in the making for so long.
Come on, guys, let's go.
You ready?
You excited, Woody?
Exciting time.
Excited.
Helen, Adam and their children are amongst the lucky golden ticket holders for the opening night.
Wow. It's just incredible.
And as the sun sets, the crowd assembles at the gates of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Good evening, everybody. We're so delighted to be able to deliver a really magical experience this winter.
In their own back garden, Lord and Lady Bath start the countdown.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The gates to the most famous chocolate factory in the world are open.
Who's that, is he? Wonka. It's Mr. Wonka.
The public are transported into an illuminated version of Roald Dahl's famous book.
Look at the Oompa Loompas' funky pink hair.
Oh, yeah.
A total of 30,000 metres of silk, that's nearly 19 miles, have gone into the making of these wonderful lanterns. With Wonka behind them, they now venture into the land of the BFG.
They're enormous. Look at the size of his belly.
Each of these fellas weigh nearly 2 tons.
So much incredible detail.
The Festival of Light takes the family past brightly coloured trees and fantastic foxes. And finally, the epic journey reaches its conclusion.
Wow.
James and the giant peach.
There's loads of big sharks over there.
I know.
At 3 tons and 50 feet, it really is a sight to behold.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the lights were fantastic. They're just amazing. They're huge as well. They're on another scale. It's just, yeah, it's brilliant.
There's nothing else like it. They are so good. It's so magical.
I think the lights were outstandingly cool.
It's been an incredibly long, bumpy journey, but it's been completely worth it because of everyone's reaction today and how much love is being shared around with the magic of the lanterns, and I couldn't be happier.
And just like Longleat, all around the country, Christmas light displays are now up and running. Dazzling, sparkling, brightening up the dark winter nights. But for the dedicated teams that have given their all to light up Christmas, there's no time to rest on their festive laurels.
And it's now straight on to the next project, so keep going on and on to thinking about next year and what could we possibly do next.